How does carpentry and joinery work? Imagine waking up in the morning and placing your feet on the wooden floor beneath you. The door swings open on perfect hinges, the wardrobe slides smoothly, the kitchen cabinets align flawlessly, and the table supporting your breakfast holds steady without ever demanding your attention. None of these things shout for praise, yet all of them rely on one of the oldest, most practical, and most ingenious crafts in human history: carpentry and joinery. In this episode, we break open the everyday world and journey inside the structures, mechanisms, and material science that make woodwork function. This is How Carpentry and Joinery Work, a discovery into the invisible engineering behind the furniture, frameworks, and fixtures that define modern life. To understand how things work today, we return to a time before machinery, electricity, or even metal. Early humans shaped wood using stone flakes and fire-hardening techniques. What began as simple tools and shelters gradually evolved into beams, joints, huts, ships, carts, and eventually grand architectural facades. Wood quickly became the earliest universal building material: durable, repairable, workable, and renewable. What's fascinating is that many methods developed thousands of years ago still form the backbone of carpentry today. Ancient mortise and tenon joints appear in Egyptian coffins. Scandinavian stave churches rely on interlocking braces. Japanese temples, built without a single nail, have survived centuries of earthquakes. Every modern carpentry skill stands on the shoulders of these early breakthroughs. Let's take a look at the science of wood. Before a single cut is made, carpenters must understand the material itself. Wood is not just a block of material, it's a living, dynamic, responsive structure. At a biological level, wood is composed of long, tube-like cells arranged like millions of microscopic drinking straws. This is what gives wood its strength and what makes grain direction so essential. Its mechanical properties, strength, flexibility, moisture response, durability, depend on species. Oak is strong and dense. Pine is light and workable. Teak resists moisture. Beech withstands impact. Moisture content: too wet and wood warps, too dry and wood cracks. Perfect balance is key. Growth pattern: tight growth rings indicate slow, dense growth and more stability. Understanding these traits is why carpentry is as much a science as it is a craft. When a carpenter selects timber for a staircase or window frame, they aren't just picking a piece of wood, they're predicting how it will behave for decades. Now let's look at how tools shape the craft. Walk into a workshop and you'll find an orchestra of tools, each serving a precise purpose. Whether traditional or digital, the tools perform the same engineering function, transforming raw wood into accurate functional components. Hand tools such as chisels, planes, and saws provide tactile, fine control work. Power tools like routers, circular saws, and sanders offer efficiency and precision. Modern carpentry now includes CNC routers, laser-guided measuring systems, and digital design software. What may look like simple shaping is actually a controlled manipulation of geometry, pressure, and force. A single millimeter can change how a joint fits. A degree of angle can determine whether a door hangs straight. Carpentry is engineering in action, precise, deliberate, and unforgiving. Ever wondered about the hidden genius of joinery? If carpentry shapes the wood, joinery gives it intelligence. Joinery is the science of connecting individual components without sacrificing strength. Some joints resist tension, others resist compression, and others still resist twisting forces. Each one is a mechanical answer to a structural problem. Consider just a few. Mortise and tenon, a joint capable of supporting heavy weight in chairs, tables, and frames. Dovetail, the locking wedge-shaped joint used in high-quality drawers, impossible to pull apart. Lap joints, designed for frameworks to distribute load evenly. Housing joints, used in shelving and cabinetry where stability is key. What's remarkable is that these joints operate without metal fasteners. Their strength comes from geometry, angles, interlocking faces, and friction. When done well, they last centuries. When done poorly, furniture collapses, doors misalign, and frameworks become unsafe. Joinery is where mathematics, engineering, and craftsmanship meet. Now on to some behind the scenes of construction. When we look at a building, we see its walls, floors, windows, and doors, but what we're really seeing is planned carpentry in action. Framework construction. Before plaster covers a wall, a timber framework acts like the skeleton of the structure. Carpenters must cut each beam to exact length, allow for expansion, and distribute weight so the building remains safe. Roof structures. Rafters and trusses use angled joints and braces that rely on precise geometric calculations. An error in measurement here affects the entire building's integrity. Doors and windows. These depend on accurate joinery. Even a tiny shift in humidity can affect how they open or close. Good installation prevents drafts, leaks, and heat loss. Flooring and staircases. Floors require level beams, accurate spacing, and secure fixing. Staircases are some of the most complex joinery installations. Each step depends on specific rise and run formulas. Behind every smooth surface is a hidden network of carpentry decisions that make everything function safely and beautifully. Now this is where art meets precision. Furniture making is perhaps the most expressive branch of carpentry and joinery. Every piece, from a simple stool to a designer dining table, blends structural engineering with aesthetic design. A table leg must handle vertical load. A cabinet door must resist twisting. A drawer must slide smoothly for years. The craft requires an understanding of wood expansion and contraction, weight distribution, load-bearing stresses, finishing techniques, ergonomics, finishes, oils, varnishes, stains, protect the wood, enhance its grain, and decide how it ages. Furniture making demonstrates the full beauty of carpentry, functional engineering wrapped in elegant craftsmanship. How carpentry fits into the modern world. Although tools have become more advanced, the core principles remain unchanged. Today's carpenters must navigate a world of digital blueprints, green building materials, sustainability regulations, and hybrid construction methods. Wood is now central to eco-architecture, low-carbon building design, and modular construction. If this world of hidden engineering, practical design, and hands-on creation inspires you, the next step is to build your own skill set. The Diploma in Carpentry and Joinery at Elearn College takes everything you've seen in this episode and turns it into a structured, accessible, job-ready learning journey. The course guides you through understanding timber, species, properties, and applications, essential hand and power tools, fundamental joints in their engineering roles, framework construction and installation, cabinetry and furniture techniques, safety, accuracy, and on-site best practices, modern methods of construction and digital carpentry, real-world scenarios, problem-solving, and workshop planning. Whether you're a beginner or someone refining existing skills, each module walks you through the principles behind how things actually work, from the grain inside a plank to the structural logic inside a staircase. You learn not only how to cut and shape wood, but why certain joints work, how materials behave, and what structural choices mean for long-term durability. The diploma equips you with knowledge used every day in the construction and furniture industries. Graduates can pursue careers as carpenters, joiners, furniture makers, site workers, interior fit-out specialists, or even independent makers crafting bespoke woodwork. Just like the unseen craftsmanship behind every door, frame, and panel, this course builds the foundation for a career defined by precision, skill, and creative engineering. If you're ready to understand how it all works and begin shaping the world with your own hands, the Diploma in Carpentry and Joinery at Elearn College is your doorway into a craft that has defined human civilization for thousands of years and will continue to shape our future.